In the latest episode of Star Citizen Live, the developers shared exciting progress about loot crates, also known as loot boxes, that players can discover throughout the verse. These crates are found in nearly every location players can explore, with the exception of the major landing zones in Stanton. Inside these crates, players can find a diverse range of items, including weapons, medical supplies, mining tools, and even food and beverages. These consumables play an important role in the game given the hunger and thirst mechanics, making resource management a key part of survival. What's particularly interesting is that the loot crate system is about to undergo significant improvements. The developers are working on expanding the variety and relevance of items players can find by linking loot content directly to the crate's location. For example, a mining outpost is far more likely to contain crates filled with mining equipment, while FPS bunkers will predominantly hold weapons and combat-related gear. But the changes don't stop there. The team is also introducing a tiered loot system where not all crates are created equal. Some will contain common, everyday items, while others will hold rarer, more valuable loot. Additionally, certain crates will feature unique location-specific items that can only be found in particular places, like the Hathor mining installations or the ASD research facilities. This approach encourages players to explore a wider variety of content and engage with parts of the game they might usually avoid, adding depth and replayability to the universe. Overall, these updates aim to make the loot system more immersive and meaningful, rewarding players for exploration and helping to reinforce the narrative and environment of each location. It's a move toward a more dynamic, engaging gameplay experience that ties loot directly to the world around players. However, it's clear that a significant portion of the Star Citizen community, especially those active in the comment section of this channel and on Spectrum, disagree with this direction. Their concerns are understandable, as this approach seems to contradict the original vision CIG presented for the persistent universe, one that is immersive and strives to feel as realistic as possible. To many, the concept of loot boxes, even when referred to as in-game crates, feels artificial and out of place in a universe that aims to simulate a believable, lived-in world. This tension between gameplay convenience and immersion raises important questions about how best to balance fun and realism as the game continues to evolve. And to imagine how looting could evolve in Star Citizen, I think that we could take a look at a recent space game that did manage to get looting right, and that game is Starfield. And I know there aren't a lot of things that Starfield did get right, but I think that we can all agree that looting is one of them. Starfield keeps looting immersive by making the process physical and tangible. Players approach containers, open them themselves, and pick up exactly what they want, creating a hands-on experience that feels natural and engaging. The loot is contextual, meaning that mining sites yield minerals, space stations contain technological items, and derelicts often damage or rare gear. This careful attention to the setting ensures that the items found make sense within their environment, reinforcing the game's realism. Additionally, Starfield tries to avoid randomized mystery boxes, meaning that players always know exactly what they are going to get when they open a container. There are no luck mechanisms here, no hidden surprises. Everything here contributes to a sense of fairness and transparency. Cloud Imperial Games could take a similar approach to improve looting in Star Citizen. By making loot crates behave like real-world containers that players physically open and loot visibly, the experience would feel far more authentic than the current system of mysterious loot boxes. Keeping loot logical and closely tied to specific locations, such as placing mining gear at mining outposts or weapons at military sites, would help ground the game's universe and reward exploration in a meaningful way. Another way CIG could improve the looting experience is by making use of the various lockers, cabinets, and pieces of furniture scattered throughout the locations where players can scavenge. Instead of simply finding generic crates or boxes, players could explore these interactive environmental objects more thoroughly, searching for anything of value they might want to take. This would add a layer of realism and immersion, encouraging players to carefully investigate their surroundings rather than rushing through loot spawns. Additionally, CIG could introduce the concept of restricted or forbidden areas within outposts, ships, or other locations. Access to these secured zones would require specific key cards, identification badges, or specialized equipment, and inside, players could discover higher quality or unique loot. This idea already exists in Elite Dangerous and has already been hinted at with the ASD facilities where certain areas are locked behind security measures. Expanding this mechanic to other places such as military bunkers, space stations, or even perhaps landing zones would create meaningful objectives and exploration challenges. Players would need to acquire the right credential or tools to gain access, making looting more strategic and rewarding. To wrap this up here, I believe that the current plans for loot boxes in Star Citizen have got to be temporary. While the system is evolving and shows somewhat some promises, it still falls short of the immersive, realistic experience that the Persistent universe could offer. Cloud Imperial games must strive to do better because other games have already demonstrated that looting can be engaging, meaningful, and believable without relying on simplistic or artificial loot mechanics. By learning from successful examples and focusing on contextual, player-driven, and transparent loot systems, CIG can create a looting experience that truly enriches the universe and lives up to the original vision of a deeply immersive space sim. And if you enjoyed this analysis, please make sure to like and subscribe for more Star Citizen content. Don't forget to leave your thoughts as well. Do you think that the system we have is temporary, or do you think that they are going full loot box as they've been perhaps hinting in the latest episode of Inside Star Citizen, or Star Citizen Live I should say? Well, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you're new to Star Citizen, consider using my referral code in the description down below and get 50,000 credits to start your experience in the verse. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much to Patreon and YouTube members as always, like Dr. Forbin, the Cartesius, the Key to Ducker, Shadow Rise, and Zero Crusher. I have been Irad, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Chill, no need to take a pill, just one more kill. Come on and don't